I'm starting to think that the real plot of The Devil Wears Prada 2 is that we were in some kind of alternate universe, kind of like how the MCU works. Because in this alternate universe, Miranda is an innocent woman who has only unintentionally hurt people. She's the best person for the job, no questions asked. Emily is evil for trying to move up in life, and Andrea has had zero character growth since the last 20 years. Okay, but seriously, I know it wasn't in an alternate universe, but I'm a little confused by the way the narrative was spun in this one. Did anybody else feel that way? Like, we have Miranda, who at the end of the movie, when she's talking to Nigel, spoiler alert, she's like, "Oh, I had no idea you wanted to be in the spotlight and you wanted opportunities for career advancement. I thought you just wanted to do this forever." When we know clearly from the very first one that she intentionally admitted to harming Nigel's career for her own benefit and her own gain. So now we turn around and we act like Emily, who is also doing things for her own gain, for her own benefit, is doing something really, really corrupt and evil that Miranda herself hasn't done, admitted to, and been proud of. I was so confused by this like new narrative around what makes somebody a villain and what makes somebody not a villain. And then we have Andrea, who very clearly saw through Miranda at the end of the first movie and saw her flaws and the things that she did that were unethical, that she wasn't comfortable with. Somehow she magically has amnesia and decides that Miranda is the most righteous person and the best person for the job. And listen, I think that if the movie had done more to prove to me that Miranda was like some magical person that should be in the position forever and ever, even though she is like in her 70s at this point, then, maybe I could buy it. But the movie was trying to sell us the idea that any change was bad. They didn't do enough to convince me why Emily was especially bad and Miranda was like a victim in the situation. Like that's such a weird framing to me. And there was one point where Andrea even said like, "Oh, you can be here as long as you want forever and ever." And it's just like, is that like, I don't know, guys. Is that what we want? We want the same people doing the same things forever and ever and never any growth or any progress. I'm sure Miranda replaced somebody at some point who was from a different generation. You know what I mean? I don't know. The framing that this movie did of change was so weird to me. It was so weird. And they especially were confusing me because Emily didn't do anything that Miranda herself wouldn't have done back in the day. I couldn't understand Emily as a villain, and I couldn't understand Miranda as a hero, and I couldn't understand Andrea's like strong aversion to seeing Emily take over in this way.